Alright, here we go, guys. Okay, hey, Simeon, Suika, who else is here? Bats. And that's it for now. Oh, Toombi maybe. We'll see. Okay, so. This is probably going to be the last stream of this game. Last time, you probably remember we were just, we're in the middle of the trial. We just found out, that the mastermind has been Junko all along, and that she's completely fucked in the head. Shut up, Simeon, I'm the world's best. So we found out that it was Junko and that she's completely insane, and now we're starting to piece together what exactly went on in this school from the very beginning. So we were talking about... You're talking about the motives you provide to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Well, Simeon, that's why I do that short recap every time. Especially for you.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Family, I think it was. Theme of probably human connections. Hey, good golf.
I got it!
Yes.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
So were they fake or not?
Showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
Oh, hey, Mori. Why's today a good day?
For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results.
Really, Simon? I like it, but just like I said last time, I like it because it really reminds me of Aubrey Plaza, and I love her a lot. I think it's not just her being a sociopath, Simeon. It's also like the contrast between the different voices and personalities that she has. So one of them is completely monotone, and the others are like one is totally childish, one is completely insane. Dinner was great, Bats. Had some fried chicken. It was awesome.
It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
See?
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I wonder if she has like different voice actresses or just one. Second murder. Oh, the past. It was the mistakes of the past, or stuff that embarrassed them.
I got it!
Of course, Mori.
It was...
I already have.
Past,
I already went gay for you.
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
Oh, she actually did the Kia.
And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Third murder was after Chihiro. Oh, it was money. Pretty sure. Greed, yeah.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
You got 36 heads, that's it? Dude, that's nothing. As a demo night. It's absolutely nothing. Bats, try resetting the router maybe? I don't know. Or try maybe watching on Twitch itself and chatting over here.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Shame, probably. Betrayal, I suppose. Because she felt like she betrayed us.
I got it!
Yeah.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Poor Sakura. Definitely the one that should have lived the most. Like, if I could switch between her and Hiro.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
Alright, in this voice too.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world.
Well, I told you, Suika, you gotta call your ISP and start yelling at them until they fix it or something. It's gotta be something with them. I don't know, something they have with the Twitch servers or whatever? Twitch domain? I don't know.
This is what we refer to as the Seed of Despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the Seed of Despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Yes,
Aren't we
Byakuya.
discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Huh. Are we?
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
That's true.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
But that's why... Okay, so they took the memories so they wouldn't remember that they agreed to stay in the school, I guess. I don't know, Bats. Basically, you can change quality in Twitch, but it's only for Twitch partners, which I'm not, so...
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe something did happen to the outside world and they just don't remember it and they think that outside it's better than in here, when really it's not.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
I really hope she
I
dies.
put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Oh shit, we're gonna see it. The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Maybe Golf was right, and the tragedy really did happen. It was really the worst thing that happened to humanity, and it didn't happen inside the school like we thought. It happened outside.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so
this game and the
anxious
talking.
to claw your way back
And before it's just
into.
regular Japan and it's social commentary, that'd be amazing, Bats. What? No way. No way. What? What? That is fucking insane. There's no way that's true. There's no way. She didn't even open the doors. She just like showed a monitor. It could still be fake. Easily. How? It can't be possible.
The world has grown so very dangerous.
Mono King Kong. Nice.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Odd how no one tried to attack Junko. Well, Bads, I think they're just so close to getting out, like, properly. That, besides, it's probably like the same thing with Monokuma, like they didn't attack Monokuma. She probably has some failsafe device too, that in case they attack her, she can press a switch or something and they all die. We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that brain lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Okay. What are we debating here? Whether it's real or not? Just say Jackson on the photo Kyoko and Headmaster locker notebook. I gotta listen to them.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, they're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Yes, I knew it.
No, that's wrong.
Yep, exactly what you said, Gogolf. Those were my thoughts exactly.
Actually, she might remember.
Yep.
Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate,
I wonder, like, what's the explanation of why Toko and Genocide Jill have separate memories, but Junko's personalities don't? Unless those aren't personalities and she's just being super weird.
then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
It's actually a nice plot device. I never thought they would use it that way when they introduced Genocide Jill. Bullshit fictional science, obviously, probably anime science, but I don't know. Well, I just want to say it's nice. Like, it's nice the way they're using it because it's a plot device that didn't think they would be using the same way.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Oh, and if he says it, oh, of course she immediately sneezes.
Da, 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
No.
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Classic Genocide Jill.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well. Mono King Kong. And this, I don't know, what is the meaning of that? Did Junko really have so much resources to do everything here? Was it gonna be like a bluff like in 999 style? Where we're sure we're about to die, or that we were about to die all along, and then we find out that it's all completely fake, that they're in the middle of the desert actually.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
Why would she?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Gotta say, Genocide Jill grew on me. Kinda like her now.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yes, we know that. What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
So the world is actually like post-apocalyptic or something?
Is... now?
I can't believe I never even thought of that. I mean, until recently.
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster.
But what is it?
Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history!
I mean, we kept thinking that the tragedy... I guess that the game led us to think that, that was something that happened in the school. I don't remember what exactly they said, but I can't believe that we never thought that the biggest, most tragic event in human history would have... like, would happen... even if inside the school too, well, that would happen outside the school. Or at least would affect the outside world. It's kind of selfish to think that we actually thought that we were saying like, what? Why are they saying that just because a bunch of kids died that it's the worst thing in the world?
And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Kudos to the voice actress, gotta say.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
To be fair, it's not like we could have known given how wacky animal logic tends to be. I guess, but I know that's the part I like. That there is a logical explanation, sort of. It explains why they would want to stay here, and it's the most logical explanation ever. Oh, hey, Toomby. Good to see ya. Anyway, that makes sense. And it also makes sense, like, why none of them fought, and, like, why they all wanted to get out now, but none of them wanted to get out when the headmaster asked them, and why Makoto said it's not like we have a choice. It would actually be a better choice of staying inside, I guess.
How could the world just end? It's the world.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
So does this mean that these guys are were humanity's biggest hope? As like people who are locked away and protected from the whole post-apocalyptic thing, and that they could go out and start anew, or at least lead the world? And that actually makes sense. The world is at its most desperate right now. Imagine like World War 3 or 4 even, and the aftermath. And when humanity looks at a bunch of kids who were like in a small utopia and bred and raised to lead them, and then people just see them kill each other, it is the ultimate despair, and like in the deepest meaning of the world, I suppose.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Oh, they're gone. Poor guy.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
So she did fuck with his memories of his family?
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I don't know. Maybe the Togami family fell. But maybe the Togami family fell. Shit, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for the Togami family fell.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
So Togami family is down, and Byakuya's life basically lost all meaning, because everything he wanted was to get out and like be part of the ruling class and lead his family and all that shit. But does that mean he is the ultimate progeny, which I don't know what that word means exactly. I assumed it had to be something, I assumed it's kind of like prodigy, only more general, but I didn't know. So basically, so that's the ultimate despair for him. Is she gonna do that for everyone, or just for him? Because he's kind of the leader right now.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
So, but that means everyone's family is probably dead. Except... Also explains better why Sakura was so desperate, like why the Sakura's dojo was being held hostage.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Poor Byakuya is gonna fall hard right now.
That his entire family has died, even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Oh, poor guy.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment?
What is progeny exactly, though? Like, Does it affect his ultimate ability now? The fact that everyone in his family is dead and that he's basically not royalty or not special anymore? The classes have been dismantled pretty much in the outside world, I'm assuming. Again, assuming all of this is true, it could be just a huge fucking bluff. Even though then Genocide Jill probably wouldn't play along with it unless memories were implanted or something. I don't know. It's really hard to tell right now.
You must learn your place, peasant. You
Sorry.
are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
So what is that? The Ultimate Heir is his title in the Japanese version. Oh, the Ultimate Heir. So basically, so he's nothing now. Since he doesn't have anything to inherit, then it just nullifies his ability. Well, it's not even an ability, I suppose. But not all of the Ultimates have abilities. Some of them are just progeny is retarded translation.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so I guess I was right about thinking that it was like 1 year ago they were the class that was in the school during the tragedy.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
You know, I'm also starting to think about like characters that I hated Byakuya for a long time, but now I'm actually feeling sorry for him. Because once he got his head out of his ass and got a bit of a reality check, he started being nicer. Or at least more cooperative, more useful. But so again with what we thought about Genocide Jill, it's nice that some characters had arcs, at least in my opinion, like with the way I feel about them.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Simeon, right now, as far as we know, she still has the power to kill each and every one of us whenever she chooses. And the only reason we're still alive is because she adheres to her own rules. And her own rules dictate that if we attack her, we're dead. Like there's nothing protecting us. So we don't want to fuck with that, really. That's why we don't want to fuck that. The only reason we're still alive is because her rules dictate that we should be alive until now, and she follows her rules to the letter. So if we attack her, we're basically like throwing our lives away. We gotta win this game like by her rules. That's the only way to get out of here and alive.
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that? Powers can activate before I can snap her neck. Simeon, it's not that easy, first of all. Second of all, you don't know how powerful she is, doing everything she did up until now. And thirdly, even if you snap her neck, it's very possible there's a failsafe measure or an automated measure that'll do it anyway. So I wouldn't fuck with that if I were them.
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Byakuru's gone. He's catatonic. He's gone.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so.
Memories she took from us, the entire past, the life at Hope's Peak tragedy, at Hope's Peak, and the tragedy, but I guess not the entire past, but it's probably this.
I got it!
Yes.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
Dude, seriously, look at this guy right now. He can't do anything. He won't. He's almost as catatonic as Byakuya right now. His brain is just being fed too much information, and it's being overloaded.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire.
Well, I don't know. Technically, Hero hasn't predicted shit and didn't know anything about this. But some people told me that if you actually spend time with him in school life, then he does get some predictions true. So maybe it's just a matter of us spending time with him.
But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it.
Dumb high schoolers punch things they don't understand. No. Yeah, but he's dumb. Hold on. Well, I gotta pay attention. It's probably something with
2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Yes!
No, that's
Good
wrong.
instincts. Ultimate memester. Ultimate shit poster.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
Yep.
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Well, get on and accept the truth already so we
And
can
the handwriting
get on to
inside
the
is
interesting
also
shit.
mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
How do you get the bad ending? We already got it, more thing. Basically, in the last trial, you have to not trust Kyoko. You're given an option whether to trust Kyoko or not trust her. And if you don't trust her, you get the bad ending. That's basically it. It ends up with Kyoko dying, and then no one. There are no more murders in the school, and you get a picture of the future like that. And then Makoto wakes up, something like that.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here.
Simeon, that's true that amnesia is is usually a cop-out, but in this context, I'd say it's almost like genre writing. It's almost like being genre savvy with anime. It's just that it's that basic and that kind of stuff.
Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
What happened to Junko in the bad ending? Well, Gagolf, technically there is no bad ending since Makoto wakes up, so that never happens. There's only one timeline. She have a stroke after executing Kyoko or something. Nah, it's not an actual ending. It's not something that actually happened since Makoto dreamed about it.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing.
What does she mean made the choice?
To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
Because they forgot?
To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Oh my god, shut up, you're such a weirdo.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart? Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories?
Probably... Oh, when... Well, again, this is a problematic phrasing. Because he fainted at the entrance ceremony. So I'm assuming it's when he fainted. I'm guessing that's the right answer.
My God!
Yeah.
The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Yep, something happened when we entered.
I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on the desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
Yeah, but actually 2 fucking years had passed, I suppose.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked. I never would have thought that.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
HK Zanta? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but really, Junko? Not Kyoko or Chihiro or Sakura? Those are like my top 3, I'd say.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Gone. Which means, of course...
Simon, he didn't sit there for 2 years. He lived his life. We have photos of that. He woke up on that chair. And the last thing he remembered was going into the school 2 years earlier.
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but...
Actually knew each other.
At that point, We'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Thank you, Suika. Exactly.
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
That's it. I do wonder, like, those 2 years they spent with her. First of all, was she always this crazy, or did it just recently happen? And also, what was the other thing? I'm sorry, I'm just having information overload. And also, like, when did she become evil? When did she become? Well, she was always part of the Ultimate Despair, apparently. But those 2 years with everybody did nothing. Nobody suspected anything.
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Little Chihiro with Mondo. You know, but it is weird because, like, Mondo was so afraid of everybody knowing his secret, and like that he's a big phony, and that he's not an actual leader. But like 2 years together, and they never like found out about that. His secret never came out or something. And before she was in love with Chihiro, well, we were all in love with Chihiro.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Fine, fine.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
Huh?
What are you?
What do you mean?
What does she mean? The tragedy? Is the tragedy like a disease or something else? Is it a weapon? Did it get here and kill like the other classes besides these? Besides like class 78? And that's like the bodies and blood that we saw in that one classroom?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Well, it's kind of annoying that they keep like talking about ambiguously about that tragedy and giving it all kinds of adjectives and qualities, but they won't say what it is. Like the first thing I would assume is like, I don't know, World War III broke out or something. But they're talking about an ideological thing? What, like God came down from heaven and said it's all a lie or something? Or did they prove that there's no God and that created an ideological crisis throughout the world or something?
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, thanks, HK.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So, let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
Okay.
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
Okay.
And then,
So far, so good.
something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter.
Okay. Yeah, that was the headmaster's idea.
That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
This makes sense so far,
I said it twice.
as usual
Now,
with this game.
someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Yeah, but he went, well, this actually makes sort of sense. If something like that happened, that the school, with all of its amazing, like the way it's built and its resources, would become a shelter to help people.
Do any of you know who that might have been?
Of course.
I got it!
Prime Minister.
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
Yeah, Suika, I said it twice is pretty much the motto of this game. It could be like the a one-line review of this whole game, probably.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
They say
But
leave.
creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
And why's that? Oh, because he was stuck with them.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
Suika, they did have internet. There is internet connection at the school, it's just that the mastermind disabled it for everybody. But there is a network. Remember, Alter Ego tapped into the network and he said that he could maybe see what's going on outside. So that's it.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Oh shit, that's crazy. And they also couldn't dismantle it.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
Well, I don't know, Suika. It doesn't specify what network it was, and Alter Ego says I might be able to get some info from outside, so... I don't know, maybe there's just no more internet in the world, Suika. Though, yeah, I guess you're right. In that case, I would probably kill myself if there was no internet.
And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
I just don't believe that they actually created the tragedy, The tragedy, those two. It seems to me more logical that maybe the tragedy happened and then they took advantage of it to further the despair in the world or something.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Exactly, HK. That's why I agree that's probably, if there was no internet, I'd probably kill myself. I'm addicted to memes by now. I can't live without them. I'd have to like start drawing shit on caves again.
Let us live, so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Shit posting in real life is just not the same. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, Suika.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Which is why she actually did broadcast it to the world.
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was...
We're about to find out. This actually kind of explains stuff... Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Explains stuff about, like, I was talking all the time about the resources and shit. Like, how could they have enough resources to, like, defend the school, take over it, stuff like that. This actually makes perfect sense. They didn't need the resources. The tragedy took care of all of that for them. The only memes that would exist would be full of despair. Despairmemes.com. Okay, so what could this one be? Ends with a CK. Hijack? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like it is hijack. Where's my eye? J. Awesome.
Now I understand.
Cock. Good job, Gulf.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
It's okay, Werewolf. If you want, you can go after me. If you're feeling up to it.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about.
Yeah, makes sense.
The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Yeah, I think Hero said once that he heard something that sounded like construction or something. And Monokuma said it was like the sounds of war or something for people trying to save us. So maybe they actually did. So maybe she just killed them when they tried to rescue them. Which wouldn't be so hard, again, because the world is post-apocalyptic. There are no weapons or anything. It would be very hard for a large... There's no government, I'm assuming. It would be very hard for a large number of people to get organized and actually battle this school with all of its machine guns and shit.
Are you serious?
Question, will you play the second Danganronpa after this or another time? It won't be after this, HK. What I do is I got a poll of requested games where you can request a game and then people vote for it, and that's how I decide what game I'm going to play next. So right now, last time I checked the poll, the next game I'm going to play is Hotel Dusk, but Danganronpa 2 is in there. So if people will vote for it enough, it'll become the next game, either the next game now or the one after Hotel Dusk, or the one after that, or so on and so forth. We'll see. Depends solely on the viewers, which is the way I like it.
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Wait, but this is being broadcast now too, so the fact that they're figuring it out isn't giving some people hope? Even though they're full of despair now, I guess, figuring this whole thing, but Byakuya especially, but it could, like, if they actually beat her, they beat the game, and they restore some hope at least to people if there's anyone still watching it.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Oh, is Makoto growing a small testicle right now? Is this what's happening on the left with the Makoto intensifying?
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
Shots fired.
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
Yeah, but if she dies and they go free, then they can start rebuilding hope, can't they?
If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth. Full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
I guess that's also true.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Wait, what did Gogol say exactly? Man, I'm almost worried I'm gonna be right and they just hand-wave the entire thing away with just more blabbering. What thing away? The tragedy? I think they're saving the tragedy since it's a world-changing thing. I think they're saving it for like either later in the end game or one of the sequels to explain more about it. It could be like a common theme for all of the Danganronpa games to see if they to like try and figure out what actually happened to the world and how to fix it, stuff like that. And like I said last time, I think all of the despair thing is actually pretty good when you see it in the context of Junko. Because for her, it seems like a fetish, like a sexual thing, which makes her not that much different from other serial killers and psychopaths. Also, hi Jodmund, good to see you.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Wow.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
A mustache twisting one. Simi, you choose to look at it like that, but again, if you try to get into Junko's head and see that she's twisted, it's basically it's the same as any other serial killer. Like it's like what was his name? H.H. Jones, I think, created the Death Hotel. I think that was his name, H.H. Jones, if I remember correctly. They created a Death Hotel where he tortured and created people and killed people, and then hid their bodies. It's like a crazy story, but this is basically the same thing. He did that Like, why would he do that? Why would he kill everyone? I don't know, maybe to feel superior, maybe like a lot of psychologists are saying that it's a sexual thing for killers like that. So it's the same with her. So, I don't know, I like that. Like, what better motivation can you give a crazy man except like to do it for themselves? It doesn't seem like she actually has like an agenda to change the world. She does it for herself because she gets off on seeing the world plunge into despair. That's what I like about it, and you can choose to look at it any way you want. Just realized you look like Yasuhiro, then it's time to get a haircut, Jode.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Which is also true, we haven't seen shit yet.
Huh?
You say the world's falling
Oh, we hit a
apart,
nerve.
but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't
He still has
acknowledge
hope.
it. I don't accept it as the truth.
You like your long hair? Then maybe just wash it more so it won't look like a bomb like Yasuhiro's.
Until you see it with your own eyes, truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Just look at it as an awful one-dimensional character who is evil for the sake of it because evil is hot, apparently. Well, enjoy yourself, Simeon. I think I'm having more fun giving this character some more, even if it's headcanon. I think I'm enjoying myself more giving this character like a good fucking motivation. Or an almost real-world-like motivation. But I don't know.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you.
Oh, Makoto is the ultimate hope.
For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
You killed your sister, and you executed all the others.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
Virtue's last reward did what? Brilliantly.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Junko's motivations are very kind of deep. Yeah, I agree that the game does go on and on about despair all the time. But, like I said, maybe it's headcanon, but I'm enjoying it. Makes me enjoy the game more, and the whole story behind it. So, maybe I'm reading stuff into things that isn't supposed to be there, but I don't know. I'm enjoying myself, that's important.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right?
Oh, grounding sci-fi themes?
Especially-
Well, I don't know, 999 didn't do it that well. 999 didn't do it well at all, actually, with the whole time traveling thing, but I guess when I'll play VLR, I'll give my my opinion.
Oh, yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, that VLR is way better than 999. But more thing, it only came out like 2 days ago, so how could it... Like, I think you should give it at least a week to see how well it sells. So, I don't know.
It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Huh?
What?
You guys so full of hope. and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
Okay, 4 days ago. Still, I don't know. Well, whatever, more thing.
If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
What? I don't understand. She thinks that someone will vote against, like, not against her?
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Byakuya might. Actually, a bunch of people here might.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Not such a bad punishment. Well, she wants to keep them in despair forever.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Oh, we will.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
Shut up.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
Huh.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
What?
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Well, I guess we gotta trust in our friends then.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
I don't think so. Really? They do that while Genocide Joshi doesn't count. Come on.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
The thing about despair is that the game doesn't address this, is that despair is also very closely related to, I don't know, rage, anger, feelings of like wanting revenge. Like, I can't believe that all of them wouldn't want like to take revenge on her just because of that. They can still live together, like, it can be exactly the same. They can still live inside together forever if they want, just without Makoto dying, if they kill her. And they can still like take revenge on her. Like, why wouldn't they at least do that?
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all.
Yeah, regarding the mushrooms, I remember seeing stuff like that in like some bit Japanese stuff. The mushroom on head, kind of like, you know, the little thing they get on their foreheads when they're angry. So I think a mushroom is kind of like being gloomy or something. But I haven't seen enough anime or anything, or read enough manga or something to really know for sure. I guess someone can Google it if they want to.
The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
Stephanie, I think that's the first nice thing you've ever said about me, ever. That I recall, at least.
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
Oh, it's a sign for being sad. It says HK on Twitch.
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Could be Toombi. Maybe I still have hope, and you've all fallen to despair of anime cliches. And I still have hope because I'm just now getting exposed to them.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life!
Yeah, well, it's my job, you know, good golf. Being overly dramatic. Yeah, and the ending does feel a bit rushed right now. If it is, in fact, the ending. I don't know right now.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all.
Huh? Oh, so it's another argument? Another debate? Okay. Kyoko and Headmaster, I think, because I think that's the only one we haven't used yet. Think.
We won't give up!
Oh, it's a long one,
As
though.
long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
Hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Why would it? This is it.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Right.
The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die,
Maybe I'm wrong,
the
though.
purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will
Thinking
come
to shoot
an
this at
end.
Kyoko's nothingness. That's my guess, but let's see.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Must be Yakuya, and I think this one is I need to shoot at Kyoko,
So,
I think.
What are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, I can't shoot at that one? Oh, come on! I was waiting for that. Shit.
So there's hope. God damn, okay. What? And this time, every time I lose a heart? Shit! So what's the time? What's the point of the timer then? God damn. Despair is as contagious, like you say. Could be I need to shoot hope at everyone. I'll use my own hope to plant the seeds of hope inside everyone else. Oh, so yeah, game is basically telling me what I gotta do. Okay. My own hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yes!
Hope now!
Doom's hope!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
Yeah, but they're bullshit, you know that.
But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
There you go, hero.
That's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut.
Oh, finally realize.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Let's see what Hero says now.
I decided to have faith in myself.
Good job, Hero.
By the way, the air outside is the only reason we're out is thanks to the air purifier.
Yes.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
That's right. Think about Sakura.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
That's right.
That sounds
What would
like
Sakura
something
do?
you'd say, right?
What would Chihiro do?
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die,
Good job.
purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Don't lose hope.
What about you, Jill?
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
I'll take that.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be
Keep going.
I decide-
Let's see what Jill says now.
The only reason is thanks to the air purifiers and the say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
The purifiers, in other words, the communal life you've all been living. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
Oh,
all of
Jill.
you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
And her
Don't
master.
lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous.
Don't lose hope, Yakuya! Don't lose hope!
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind.
I'll take that. Too manly to get encouraged by a fag like you.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll
Oh,
never
the
give
theme
up.
music.
If I were to die,
Gonna let this run with the theme music. I'm loving it.
Hope's Peak Academy.
I decided to have faith in myself.
Right on the beat.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Come on, Kyoko.
Don't lose hope now.
Break!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here.
Yeah!
I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
I am the ultimate hope.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
You guys! Oh my god!
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullets!
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Just go with it, Silent Ninja. Just go with it.
Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still...
Can I shoot her now for real? Oh! Hold on. The ultimate...
So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. So uncool. You're
Okay, I got this now.
Hope is a joke.
Those bear puns.
You.
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Suffer from despair.
Shit, this is too fast!
So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die? Despair into tomorrow.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Ultimate form right here!
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair.
Yeah!
Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
The ultimate force of good right here, bitch! Bring it on! A. Final result A. 3099 points, perfect score. Way to go.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Yeah.
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
Oh, thank God there isn't a comic book version of like everything that happened in the game. That would suck.
The hell?
That's right, bitch.
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko. Oh shit, I hope I don't have to do all of Junko's voices.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
Well, that's just...
It can't be!
You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now!
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh right, she's probably having a huge orgasm right now.
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end.
true despair.
It's the most ultimate despair.
Yeah, she's splooshing hard.
What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. This is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
true despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So, are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost?
Is this what sex is like? I think this is sex, guys. I think it's yeah. Well, it was a catch-22, Suika, but it ends up with her dying, and that's what's important in the end. And if we can have a special way of making her die while making her suffering, while making her suffer, that would be perfect. But either way, just the fact that she's dead is enough. Like, you can't go into that whole thing of like whether you're giving her what she wants or not. She's dead. That's what's important.
Totally the best.
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair. Oh! Do you hear the theme? It's the theme.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope.
Yeah! Wait. Makoto totally seduced us over to his side.
Everyone!
hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease,
however,
but the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it! Stop! I hate those faces you're making! To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain!
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way.
Oh, shut up. You're about to die.
No matter where you run, no matter where you...
A bullet in her head right now. That's what we need. Right in the middle of her speech. Don't even let her finish.
Maybe you'll find some hope, but there's a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Shut up, shut up! That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue! I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on! It's not like I want you to die or anything.
Now you're being tsundere, Makoto?
It's not like I want you to die or anything. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, kill her with kindness, Makoto.
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life. So...
Don't get in my way.
Fine, just die. Look at her eyes.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
This is weird as shit.
Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for
Oh my god, the talking!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Hope this is gonna be good. Oh, I hope I'm gonna savor. I'm gonna try and savor this. Whoa. The ultimate punishment. What? Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Even if she enjoyed all the other stuff, it was worth it. Seeing her blood everywhere. Oh man. What's that? Emergency override? Of what? Was that supposed to be a hint that she might still be alive?
And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over.
The Monokuma hair tie. I hope she really is dead. It doesn't matter if she enjoyed it. It's the fact that now they can do. Her booty will be missed. Her booty, she had nice tits too. But I'm glad she's dead.
But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off.
Oh, that was the emergency override, probably. Turning off the purifiers.
Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference.
Epilogue. Goodbye, Despair High School.
We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I feel almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end,
Hey,
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave.
to nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors?
Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten.
Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. Oh, so that's the emergency override. Overriding the lock.
And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out.
ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense I would be our way out of here.
But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she let us leave here alive. Yeah, but it's not like you have any other choice.
It's
Unless you want to
true.
live here forever and suffocate. Which forever would be like, I don't know, a couple of hours.
You may be right about that.
Maybe!
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true.
There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I take my scissors and jam him up so far.
What's that suppose you can get? Should I read that? Really, Suika? Or are you lying? Is that for real? Can you actually get the emergency override as a prize? And get a special ending? Cause... Or are you making that up? Yeah, how many coins do you have to spend for that?
Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please, stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
anyway.
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we get out of here that I'm worried about.
But, you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
For serious?
maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. I don't think so.
A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. Come on, guys, bets. Is the world ruined or not?
And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away their hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. I'm gonna watch that later, Suika. That sounds awesome. That sounds pretty amazing. And kind of genius on the dev's part. To actually make that secret ending. How do you get it? Is it like an RNG? Is it just luck? Or is it do you have to unlock it in some special way? To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty.
I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you gonna do if there are no more shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat.
But what if there's no wheat, Hina, huh? Or if there's no rain? Oh, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be...
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes.
Hey, personal space buddy, you're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. Oh, that's it. Confirmed they're together. She's gonna get it. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So, what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything!
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
It's okay, dude. I'll be
You know
fine.
how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say.
Oh, Makoto.
I guess we graduated?
Maybe the ultimate despair, but you're still dumb as a rock. The ultimate hope, I mean.
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future.
Are we actually gonna see the outside? I fucking knew it. Credits roll. I knew they wouldn't show the outside world. Just a portal leading to the underworld. It could be. Whew, okay. So, finishing, so final words. Okay, a bunch of stuff. I wonder, first of all, let me know. Here's the frustration, exactly. Really? You were let down, Gogolf? I don't know, I mean, it's a bit disappointing that they didn't show us anything, but, I mean, it's obvious they're pandering for the next game. It's the same with 999. 999 was more disappointing. Look for the answer in Danganronpa 2, exactly. Kazuhiro. First of all, is there any reason for me not to skip this? Is there like a secret ending or secret cutscene I can only see if I'm watching the whole credits? If not, what I want to say, if not, then I'll just skip it soon. But I'm gonna do my finishing well, first of all, I'm gonna start I'm gonna let this while the credits roll. I'm gonna start a poll if you guys want to see the school life mode where we can talk to everyone. Hold on, let me just write that. Oh, there is something next. I won't skip it. Okay. So I'm creating a poll if you want to do school life. School life, basically, as far as I know, is where we can it's basically just free time where we can talk to everybody as much as we want to, and we can have conversations with characters we couldn't earlier or we didn't, stuff like that. If you guys want me to do that, I'll do that right now. If not, then I'll cut the stream at the end of the credits, and then we'll go to the next at the end of the credits, and then we'll do next game next stream. And I'm gonna take this time to and I'm gonna do my finishing speech right now. So first of all, thank you everybody, not just for this stream, but sticking around for the whole game. This is definitely the longest game I've ever streamed. It took me about a month, I think. Well, Kazuhiro, I might still do it on my own time. It's just if people want me to stream it or not. So it's up to them. It's up to the viewers, like always. So thank you everybody for sticking around. This has been the longest streamed game for me, about a month, and I grew to love it. I actually enjoyed it by the end. I'm happy I played it. It took a lot of time for it to get rolling, but it was worth it. And honestly, I can't wait for Danganronpa 2, especially because everyone is talking so highly of it and saying that it's such an improvement over this one. So we'll see. It's on the poll. Speaking of the poll, I'm reminding you guys there's a poll. You can still we're gonna look at the end of the stream what game has the highest score, and that's the game I'm gonna stream next time. Last time I think it was Hotel Dusk, which is the last of I've played every game, like every top 5 visual novels list besides Hotel Dusk, so that's gonna be the final one, which is supposed to be pretty good too. So it can be that or anything else. It's up to you guys. You can also request new games for me to play over there, and vote for them, or have other people vote. Reminding you, next time I'm going to stream is probably going to be Sunday. Check the schedule tomorrow, because it might move a bit depending on like work stuff that I have. But it's probably going to be on Sunday, probably on the time it is right now, but to make sure check in about 24 hours. And what else? And to be sure, there's the schedule is always on my Twitch page. There's a North American version and a European version. And what else I was saying? Oh, and I had a blast with everyone here tonight. As always, I'm asking you guys if you could follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, or YouTube, both to help me get more people here, and because I think that's going to be more fun for everyone, and to get notifications when I'm starting or when the times move a bit. Always update my Twitter. Let's see if we get anything. Little glimpse. Ooh. Oh, he's alive. Whoa, that's a different voice.
Interesting.
Oh, it's not.
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Okay, not sure what that means. Maybe Junko survived, maybe someone else got control of Monokuma. The Easter egg present? That's cute. Save the data, yeah. Should probably save it. And that's it. So, whoa, quite almost a unanimous vote. 5 votes for not doing school mode and only 1 vote for it. So I guess that's it. So next time I'm gonna do whatever game the poll is gonna say, And that's it for now. So, like I was saying, thank you everybody. Hope to see all of you guys here on Sunday, and possibly even more people around. That would be excellent. And that's it. Eventually we'll get to Danganronpa 2, but there's still time, I think. So thank you again, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. And that's it. I've run out of things to say. I always talk too much. So that's it. See you on Sunday. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Marco.